Welcome back, peeps, to another episode of What Now? This episode is all about planning your path. So let's get to it. Congratulations on getting up to this point. Now, remember, we can never fully plan out our future because there is always going to be unforeseen events or opportunities flying at us. But it's always good to set a direction. So without rambling on too much, let's really get started. So I'm going to start this video a little differently this time. And I'm going to explain what planning ahead is not, because some people need to be schooled on the art of planning. Planning ahead is not listing out every single detail of possible unforeseen events, because the truth is that you'll overthink every possible situation that may happen. And that's not only incredibly stressful and overwhelming, but it's completely inefficient and a huge time waster. Whilst it's good to have a vision of your future 5 to 10 years from now, don't be silly and try to plan out the next 10 years. Like I said before, you're just wasting time. Also, because you're not ready to plan out the next 10 years. We got to tackle the daily, weekly, and yearly planning first. Here are some reasons as to why you should be planning ahead. This why section is directed at those who enjoy living in the moment, not planning a thing and seeing where life takes them. So here are the reasons why. It takes a lot of stress off of your shoulders because you're not getting smacked with new things left, right, and center. In conjunction with lowering stress, it helps you waste less time. Knowing what goals you have to achieve and by when stops you from being indecisive and eventually just taking a nap because there's just too much to do. It improves your performance because now you can actually track your performance. You can see how much you're getting done in a day, and you're that one step closer to making that dream your life. And the last one is that you're taking control of your day, therefore your weeks and your year. It is all controlled by you because you got up and chose to take control of your present and therefore your future. You being here, taking 5 to 10 minutes out of your day to watch these videos is already showing that you are planning ahead. You're interested in your future and are ready to take the necessary steps in making that future happen. So boom, you're already planning ahead. So good job, people. So how do we plan ahead efficiently? I've devised this planning into 2 parts, which I like to call the strategic and the tactical. The tactical is the right now. This is your short-term goals, your everyday or your weekly goals. And then there's the strategic, the just now. It's a little bit more long-term. This is more or less your yearly goals. So how do we plan tactically? In previous videos, I've explained both the importance of planning your day and how to do it, but I'll give a brief overview. Planning your day needs to be done the night before. You've gone through a whole day of having tackled some stuff, and now it's time to plan tomorrow. List the 5 most important things that need to be done. That way, tomorrow, you already know what to do, and the only thing left to do is to actually do it. When people try to plan too many things in a day, just to look busy, this not only makes you feel really stressed, but to others, it just looks like you're super disorganized. So doing 4 or 5 things in a day may seem like you're doing nothing, but doing 5 things 5 days a week, you're actually getting 25 things done in 1 week. Most people don't even manage to get 10 things done properly in a week, because they have a burst of energy and try to take on too much and then just end up feeling overwhelmed and stuck and don't get anything done at all. It's about the systematic approach of the daily grind of the little things to push you forward with less stress in less time. In the world we live in, we have a lot of tools to help us keep track of what needs to be done. So here are a few that I use to keep myself together. The first is Google Calendar. This is a personal favorite of mine. It lets me know constantly of the things that needs to be done. I rank them in terms of importance and I can see what still needs to be handled. The second is Be Focused. This is a goal tracker for work or study. And the third one is Sleepy Time. Sleepy Time is a bedtime calculator that can help you calculate when to fall asleep by counting backwards in sleep cycles. It's important to get as much rest as possible so that you can be clear-minded and focused. Remember, it's more important to do fewer things every day, but to do them well, than trying to have a burst of energy and workload that gives the impression of being busy, but all that it is overwhelmment. And I know a lot of people have to pretend to be busy because they think that's what a successful person does, but in reality, success happens with the daily effort that you put in. Every day, a little bit of work is what creates your success. So the tactical is basically the how you're going to reach your strategic goals. The daily grind and the daily planning are the stepping stones to the strategic, which is the what. So what does that mean? The strategic is the what. What is it that you want? Start with the goal in mind. What do you want to have accomplished in a year from now? Imagine it. For example, my year goal is to move out of my parents' place. What this means is that I have to find a place, and most importantly, I have to find a way to have income in order to move out and pay for myself. Now, the way that the tactical plays into this is that every day I'm making little steps towards making an income, which in my case is trying with YouTube. So every day I plan the videos I'm going to make, which ones I need to record and animate, and when to release them. The more videos I make, the more content I have, and therefore, hopefully, a larger audience and more views, which filters through to the income I will make, leading me closer to my yearly goal of moving out. Having a yearly goal pushes you to have something to work towards. This way, you can also see if you're doing enough on a daily basis to eventually meet up with that yearly goal. Do this for yourself. Set yourself a goal and map out all the things that need to be done in order to achieve your goal. And from there, you can adjust your daily goals to eventually meet up with your yearly goal. So this is just an extra tip. There are parts of your life that will propel you or force you to be in medium or long-term goals. For example, buying a car locks you in the path of paying off this loan for the next 3 to 5 years. This is a medium strategic plan. Another example is buying a house, which most if not all of you will be doing. You will be locked into a long-term direction of 20 to 25 years in order to pay off this loan, and your tactical and strategic plans will adjust accordingly to the plans you have chosen to be in. Understanding the length it takes to reach certain goals can also help you understand what needs to be done on a daily basis. Another great example is marriage and kids. This is another long-term investment or goal that will hopefully be a lifetime goal. So the steps you will make in your life or the decisions you will make will also affect your medium and long-term goals. So just understanding how to do these two types of planning will allow you to have way more control over your life and will also project you forward immensely in terms of your direction. This video was short, but I hope it was sweet and helped you understand how to better plan your direction. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next episode.